What's good, VIP family? You tune in to VIP Celebrity Access, the only channel bold enough to give you the raw, unfiltered, no-cap breakdown of Hollywood and sports drama, and sprinkle in a little tea to keep it piping hot. Today we're diving headfirst into a courtside clash that jumped off the hardwood and onto Instagram streets. Former NBA enforcers turned podcasters, Steven Stack 5 Jackson and Matt No Chill Barnes just threatened to throw hands with comedian Kraig Roast King Smith from Corey Holcomb's 5150 show, all because of one savage joke about their favorite guest, the legendary hot-tempered guard Vernon Mad Max Maxwell. So smash that like button, grab your popcorn, and let's unlock that VIP access. Picture this. All the Smoke podcast drops a fresh episode with Mad Max himself. You think it was just another ex-player tell-all until Kraig Smith, armed with nothing but an iPhone and his lethal punchlines, slides into Instagram like, y'all call your show All the Smoke, but when Vernon wants to spark something stronger than sativa, suddenly it's only some of the smoke. He throws shade harder than a LeBron to Wade alley-oop, claims Maxwell's infamous fan-punching rampage was less killer instinct and more cocaine-fueled chaos. For a man crowned Roast King on All Def's Roast Me, it was business as usual. For two retired NBA tough guys, not so much. Cue Steven Jackson. Super weak, bro. You gotta say our names to stay relevant. We lift our OGs, we don't kick them when they're down. Translation, keep my podcast name out your mouth. But Jackson wasn't alone. Enter Matt Barnes with the fast break block. It's fun and games till you disrespect. Know the facts before you speak. Goofy. Goofy? That's Disney level disrespect, folks.
Well, but all that crazy shit he was doing because he was high on cocaine. Motherfuckers act like Vernon Maxwell was just this savage ass nigga. No, that's a quarter ounce of dope that had him in the audience beating up on fans. Nigga, that wasn't Vernon for real. Vernon is a quiet, humble nigga, but that cocaine. Niggas act like Vernon Maxwell was like a trained killer. No, nigga, that's cocaine. It shows how square some of these NBA cats are, because they smoking weed on a show with a nigga that used to be a dope fiend, and they feel like they doing some great shit. All the smoke, I love y'all. Let Vernon smoke. I bet your life changed.
Yeah. Go in your body,
because it really ain't all the smoke if Vernon can't smoke what he want to smoke. Yeah. Come on, let Vernon smoke.
Yeah, that's some of the smoke.
I bet you that room be empty. Vernon starts smoking. Ain't gonna be a cameraman in the room. Everybody clearing out. It really ain't all the smoke until we see Vernon smoke what Vernon want to smoke.
Fine, Vernon.
So y'all got to change the name of the show to Some of the Smoke.
Kraig claps back instantly. Cool, composed, and quoting the trap he was raised in. This is observational comedy. No clout chasing here. I write jokes for a living. But the roast train had no brakes. Barnes doubles down. We can box whenever. Gloves or no gloves, camera or not. Kraig, say less, champ. Ring me up. Ding ding. Never poke a comedian with the short fuse and the long memory. Kraig uploads a scorcher. Ouch. That's a flame you can't smother with the wet towel. And he wasn't done. Kraig throws in a verbal alley-oop to Mo Cheeks for backup. Taunts their reading skills, then signs off with his trademark, get it from God. Talk about holy heat.
Hey, Matt Barnes, a goofy. Ain't you the one that drove a couple 100 miles to beat up Derek Fisher over a bitch that still had his semen on her breath? Ain't you the goofy that drove hundreds of miles, 20 counties, 15 jurisdictions to put your hands on a nigga over a that had his DNA on her breath? Goofy. Nigga, shut up before I call Mo Cheeks. Be quiet before I call Mo Cheeks. Go! You a ball player, man. You niggas trick on bitches and learn how to read good later in life. What is that? That's my name. Oh. And that's the problem with some of these ex-athletes doing podcasts, man. They brands is for 9-year-olds, white gold diggers, and goofy niggas that's into Jordans. My brand is for the everyday working man. Get it from God. God!
Hold up. If you're vibing with this breakdown, pause that mouse, smash the thumbs up, and join the VIP club by subscribing. We drop daily deep dives that Hulu can't binge and TMZ can't spin. Now, back to the tea. Here's where things get chef's kiss ironic. Rewind a few months and you'll catch Steven Jackson on record clowning Shannon Sharp for bristling at Mike Epps' jokes. Stack stands back then, nobody's too big to get roasted, bro. Fast forward to now, he's threatening fisticuffs because his feelings got bruised. Someone cue Alanis Morissette because that's ironic with a capital I. Meanwhile, Barnes is talking smoke yet insisting his famous Fisher confrontation was just a 15-minute drive. Google Maps begs to differ, but hey, we're not here to fact check mileage. We're here for popcorn level entertainment, and these dudes are serving combo butter with extra salt.
It wasn't Shucky Ducky telling the joke. It was Mike Epps the guy 5-season sitcom on Netflix. You know, that's what happened, man. So we shook hands, we made cool. And one thing I wanted to show these kids.
That's another way to do it.
I wanted to show these kids that guess what? No matter how I felt about him and how he felt about me, that guess what? This don't have to end in violence. And I'm not about to prove myself to nobody and mess what I worked so hard for to show somebody I'm a real nigga.
Nobody's too big to be talked about though. You did the right thing, but everybody can be talked about.
I not talk about everybody.
Yeah,
I have talked about
apologize.
everybody. I'm serious. I mean, I talked about Shaq straight in his face. I done called him Shrek and all kinds. He just be laughing. I'm thinking that he gonna laugh too.
You only get mad like that when some truth to it, dog. That's just how I feel.
Speaking of, I'm glad you guys got to talk and clear your piece up.
So will the glove come off for real, or is this another social media skirmish destined to fizzle faster than the TikTok trend? Vegas odds makers are already scribbling prop bets. Barnes by Reach, Kraig by Roast, and Jackson by IG Live Meltdown. But here's the bigger question. Can ex-athletes turned media moguls handle the same heat they profit from dishing out? If you build a brand around unfiltered trash talk, you can't pick and choose when the jokes land on your doorstep. Likewise, comedians may write punchlines, but punching back still comes with real-world consequences. Whichever side you're on, one truth remains. In 2025, clout is currency, conflict is commodity, and Instagram is the new boxing ring. Comment gloves optional. All right, VIP family, drop your verdict below. Who wins this war? Barnes and Jackson's fists or Craig Smith's wit? Will we see an undercard on the next Jake Paul pay-per-view, or will cooler heads and maybe a backstage pre-roll with Mad Max diffuse the blaze? If you made it this far, you're a certified VIP. Hit that subscribe for more celeb showdowns, smash like so the algorithm showers us in love, and ring that bell like Craig's about to ring Barnes' chin so you never miss the smoke. I'm your host, serving you exclusives harder than Vernon Maxwell's temper in 95. Thanks for watching VIP Celebrity Access. Stay blessed, stay messy, and remember, every headline has a backstage pass and we've always got yours. Peace.